Everyone's been asking the same question in my DMs since the DJI Neo2 came out. How on earth do you stay legal in terms of VLOS when the drone is this tiny and of course is often tracking you from the side or behind? Because realistically, once it is more than about a few meters away, it's gone visual line of sight wise. Well, here's the good news. There is a rule in the UK drone code that actually lets you fly the Neo2 out of visual line of sight completely legally. Most pilots don't know it exists. And this really matters because follow me drones like the Neo2 are designed to capture natural moments, walking, riding, activities, but none of that works if you're staring at the drone the whole time trying to maintain visual line of sight. So today, as part of our myth busting series, I'm going to explain the rule in a very quick way, and then straight after I'll give you the caveats you must absolutely know, so stick around for those. So the CAA drone code has a section called less common flying, and in there section 37 said this: some drones or model aircraft have a follow me mode. That means you can set your aircraft to follow you within a fixed distance. You do not have to keep your drone or model aircraft in direct sight when follow me mode is active and set to follow within 50 meters of you. You must still follow all the other points. That's it. That is the so-called loophole. If your drone is in follow me mode and stays within 50 meters, you do not need to maintain visual line of sight. And the Neo2 is literally built around that use case. At 150 grams, 160 grams with the transceiver module attached, it is always close in, tracking you, flying low, and every automatic mode it has sits comfortably inside that 50-meter bubble. Now, before we all run into the woods with our Neo2s, a few important things. Number one, a normal camera drone like a DJI Mini 5 Pro tracking at 15 meters is very different to a palm-sized selfie drone tracking at head height, etc. Now, obstacle avoidance is good, but people can move around suddenly and are harder to track than static trees, etc. So just be aware of people and things around you that may move around. Number two, I hesitate to quote Article 241 of the Air Navigation Order when talking about a 150-gram selfie drone flying at walking pace a few feet off the ground. So I don't want to overstate this, but if someone wanted to come and make your life difficult, just keep it in mind. Remember that someone could still challenge you if you're being reckless. One of the reasons I'm more confident recommending this is how good the palm landing is. You can call the aircraft back instantly if the area changes, people appear, or things get tight. That feature, the landing back to your palm, works really well, as you've just seen. So there you go, a lesser known part of the drone code that actually makes the DJI Neo2 way more usable than you might think in terms of legality. Being able to relax, focus on your activity and let the drone do the job legally is a bit of a gift from the CAA, frankly. If you've picked up a Neo2, enjoy it. If you're considering getting one, there is a link in the description to our awesome partners at DJI Hasselblad with UK stock and even retail shops you can pop into to view the drone before you buy it. Using the link benefits this channel. See you next time. For more drone related content, hit the subscribe button. Sean out.